All right, y'all, welcome back to the Booze and Chill channel. Grab a drink, get comfy because tonight we're hanging out, kicking back, and diving straight into Stranger Things Seasons 5, Episode Uno. But first, don't get too cozy. We've got a My Pop gourmet popcorn giveaway to handle. So pour yourself something cold, hit that like button, and let's get this night rolling.
Ooh, what is up, y'all? What is up? I'm a little late. I realize that, and I apologize for that. My apologies. I was actually out trying to be a good neighbor, but unfortunately, it's not that I just didn't have the right tools. There's a situation happening outside, I wish my neighbors the best of luck on their situation. Let's get this thing going, shall we? First off, I got to give a shout out to the real MVPs of the Booze and Chill channel, the supporters, the Patreon supporters. If you want to join these cool cats, go ahead and join on Patreon /Boost and Chill. It's been a little bit slow lately. I was actually trying to find some damn time to get in there and explain myself, but time, man, time's hard to get back, you know what I mean? So yeah, so tonight we're gonna be doing, well, first we're gonna start off a giveaway. We're gonna start off with the giveaway. So let's get yourselves gathered up now. Let's get some time. Let's get see if we can get all the people who got involved in the giveaway in here so they can see themselves winning. Or I mean, well, yeah. And for those of you who are just tuning in, and for those of you who are watching for the first time, this is the Booze and Chill channel. This is the place. This is a hangout place. This is where the channel that we review alcoholic beverages, beers of all kinds of styles, cocktails of all kinds, spirits of all types of, from rums, bourbons, whiskeys, you name it. We cover them all, and occasional food reviews, food pairings, movie reviews, or in this case, show reviews like we're going to do today, and full-on movie watches, the kinds that where you just don't look at me react, but you actually watch with me. So if you're into movies and watching movies and hanging out and stuff like that, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button right down there. Joshua, what's going on, my friend? What's up? This is the first time you've actually caught on early, my good friend. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get in there and start with the music. Let's get some jams. Let's see. Let's get something like to get the giveaway started, shall we? Let's put some you know what? Some my good friend here. Oh, because it is showtime, assholes, or a-holes, as I'm saying. Hanging out with my buddy. Hells yeah, man. Hells yeah. Cheers, my friend. Cheers, my friend. I actually don't have my drink yet. In fact, I just remembered something. I can't show this drink because this drink is supposed to be a surprise. Actually, on the subject of the drink, I was gonna put out a drink review the same day today, I mean, but YouTube did its fucking thing and just like completely denied me because of music, because of the music I used. And which reminds me, I need to actually remove it off of my list to use on my live streams here. So it's such a pain in the ass, man. Like YouTube is just like making it hard. It's just another thing to add on top of me not able to put out my content. It's just another thing on list of things that hold me back. So there's that. So that's a pain in the ass. But anyways, I think I'm gonna have to come right back. It'll take me a couple of seconds. I don't want to show this drink just yet, because I'm gonna sip it while we talk about Stranger Things season 5 episode 1. So for those of you who have not seen this movie yet, just telling you right now, you have been warned. All right. So let's I'm gonna go get something to cover or to censor up my drink. Don't go anywhere. Only take a few seconds. Be right back. Totally. Hi, how's it going? I am back. Totally forgot that I was going to be using my handy dandy ORCA. I will go ahead and leave an affiliate link. If not today, tomorrow, because YouTube is just being a pain in my ass, man. Sorry to say it, but YouTube, you're being a pain in my ass. Okay, you're being a pain in my ass. But anyways, anywho, let's get it started with this thing, shall we? Hey buddy, I got a channel on TikTok. Ooh, send me the username, man. I'll check it out. Let's start with this giveaway. First off, I gotta give a shout out to the sponsor of the giveaway. So big O shout out to My Pop. It's a local gourmet popcorn here in South Laredo, City of Laredo, Texas, and they have good stuff, guys. I've tried most of their stuff. It's excellent stuff, and it's just awesome. And the fact that they're considerate enough to team up with me and give you all free of their popcorn, well, that's just plain awesome, don't you know? Don't you think so? So I think we got a good amount of time here. I think some of you might be around. For those of you who actually joined into the giveaway, so let's get this thing started, shall we? Let's get into it. Let me put up the wheel of gourmet, the wheel of gourmet popcorn, something like that. Anyways, let's start this thing, shall we? And I just lowered my goddamn chair. Give me a sec. There we go. Man, I need a new goddamn chair, man. I need a new damn chair. Let's see. Let me... Oh, I forgot to shuffle. Let's shuffle. Shuffle. And there we go. I think we're about ready to do this, man. Boom. What up? That's not good. That's better. All right. Okay, so we're about ready to do the giveaways. Shout out to my sister watching on Instagram. What's going on, Mandy? What's going on, man? So let's do this thing, shall we? Let's pause on the music here now, so that I can find the goddamn. There we go. And there we are. Now there's my drum roll. So let me know right down there or up there. I'm not sure. Because I'm both in horizontal and vertical on both my channels. Which, by the way, let me know where you're watching from. We're going live on the Booze and Chill Instagram, Booze and Chill Facebook, Booze and Chill YouTube, of course, and I guess so I can go ahead and just call it my vlogging Facebook and my vlogging channel. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I am all over the place, so let me know where are you guys watching from. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's spin this thing. Let's go ahead and get rid of the names. It's just the names are on the wheel of buttery popcornness or some shit. Shut up, Raymond. Spin it. Let's go. And who's it gonna be? Ooh, right in the center. Oh, congratulations to the winner, Cassandra Gonzalez. on your free gourmets, popcorns, man. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being involved. And get a hold of me. I mentioned this before. Get a hold of me. When you do enter, you have 24 hours to get a hold of me because I probably, not. Let's face it, I'm gonna forget. I'm being honest with you. So 24 hours, get a hold of me. Somebody share this, or I will share this sometime in the middle of this thing. So that is the giveaway, guys. Congratulations to Cassandra. Now that we got that over and done with, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a drink open here. I won't say what it is because I'm gonna save this for. This is gonna be for next week's. But if you want to know sooner, go ahead and, like I said, head on to Patreon/boozeandchill and be one of the first to find out. Let me see. How can I do this without dropping this? Oh yeah, there we go. I'm gonna censor this by inserting it in my handy dandy ORCA. Again, I will leave the link to this afterwards because I can't seem to, or I can try. Let me see if I can actually. Let me see if I'm able to do this for you all. Let's see if I can pull this off. Actually, no, I don't think it will let me, man. I don't think it will. I'll do it later. Because I know some of you, when I brought this thing up in the past during live, some of y'all like this. The ORCA. It is super heavy duty, guys. It keeps the drinks cold, both bottles and cans, and it's got a built-in bottle opener in it as well. I don't want to tilt it too much because I'm gonna spill my drink. And it's good to censor drinks that you are planning to review in the future, like in these situations. But yeah, let's move right on to today's thing. Did my music just stop? Did I stop? It's supposed to loop. Why aren't you looping, bro? Well, that's it for this. Good night. No, I'm just kidding. Let's switch it up because we're about to get a little spooky. Just a little spooky. Because right now we're going to be talking about Stranger Things Season 5, Episode 1, y'all. That's what we're going to be talking about. Sorry if I lean towards more to this direction. I do have the bigger screen on this side, so I'm actually able to see a little bit better. So I apologize, but I will rotate everything as I go, so it won't be so awkward. So I won't be talking over here, so I can be over here, but then switch you right back over here to getting your attention here. And this is driving me a little nuts. Just a little nuts. There you go. That's a little bit better. So anyways, yeah, we're going to be talking about Season 5, Episode 1 of Stranger Things. Stranger Things. Why does it look so much different here? Oh, no, that's better. That's good. So yeah, we're talking about Stranger Things Season 5. Yeah. Season 5, y'all. I just realized that's the same background that I have right now. Fine, let's switch it up to bam. Or no, let's do bam. No. Bam. No. Bam. No. Should we just keep it round? No, let's do this. Let's do this. No, I like this, I guess. I like this. Yeah. There we go. This is not just a Booze and Chill live. I totally forgot to switch that out. Can I switch it out? I forgot a lot of things, man. There's just so much going on, man, that I'm just losing track of shit. But this isn't just a Booze and Chill. This is also happening in the vlog channel. Again, let me know if you're watching in the vlog or in just the Booze and Chill stuff. And by Booze and Chill stuff, I mean Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. But anyways, Who watched Stranger Things season 5? First of all, who watched that shit? It was so good. The first episode, it just kind of sort of just leaned you in, and we get introduced to all the gang, man. We get introduced to all of them. We get all the original kids, all the original cast members, all grown up, and they're supposed to be playing, younger versions of themselves, but damn those kids for growing up, right? Damn them all for growing up. But that's what happens, you grow up and you kind of have to just make it work. You got to pretend. But we also get like people or not people, but movies like Spider-Man, where we got a 30-year-old trying to pretend he's a fucking 15, 16-year-old. So it's not the first time, right? But you get what I mean. And I keep lowering myself. I keep shrinking myself. Also, this chair is fucking pretty busted now. Anyways, join Patreon and help me get a new chair. So support the channel so I can get a chair. Anyways, let's do this thing. So, season 5, it starts off like I mentioned, all the guys, man, introducing all the guys once again, and they've already gone through all of what happened to Hawkins. If you recall, the last episode of season 4, Hawkins is pretty much split. I believe it was in 4 pieces, and episode 1 in season 5 starts off exactly where they started there, and it's been, I believe, was 9 years. It was a couple years afterwards, and all the cast members are just doing their thing. Just we got freaking we got oh my god, what is their names? We got Finn, Gaiden, Caleb, Noah, and all the gang just fucking doing their thing. We got somebody as a whatchamacallit, as a radio broadcaster, and what's his face helping out. Freaking I'm totally saying their real names. We got freaking Mike, what's her name? Nancy? No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Robin, and freaking who is, I'm so bad at names. Robin, and I'm gonna say, no, it's not Max. The other guy, the jock looking guy. I'm so bad at names. But Robin and Steve, there we go, Steve Harrington. Robin and Steve working the radio station, and at the same time they're like broadcasting in the government's signals and stuff like that. And hello Francis, what's going on? Hello. Thank you for joining. Let me know if you're a Stranger Things fan and if you've seen Stranger Things 5 episode 1. I've watched them all, but we're talking only on 1, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves, especially for the people who have not seen it yet, which at this point it is your fault. But like I said earlier, have been warned. I have not even taken a sip of my goddamn drink. Cheers. I haven't tried this myself, so oh my. That is delicious. That is very enjoyable. I watched the series. Oh, all right. Again, let's not get ahead of ourselves. What did you think of episode 1? What did you think of it? Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I'm barely starting, by the way. Just talking about how it starts off with all the gang being introduced once again to kind of like, refresh all the audience's memories of what it is, these kids know what they do and what they're capable of. But like I was saying, that Robin and Steve are working together at a radio station, and they're using the same signals as the government and all the people who are quarantining. Which I didn't mention that Hawkins is under quarantine due to obvious reasons, because the Upside Down is basically become, or has flipped everything around, and the Upside Down is technically now part of our reality. And Vecna just basically opened a gigantic door to the Upside Down, and like what seems like 4 portals to the Upside Down, because if I recall, Hawkins was split into 4 pieces. So there's that. And so yeah, we got all the kids, and then Dustin. I love me Dustin, dude. Dustin is like the coolest one out of all of them. I don't care what anybody says. Second is 11. And I don't want to say my third, because I feel like I'm gonna spoil something. Not if I just say who it is, but I feel like, people will get ideas. People will get ideas. Can you say hello to me? Hello, Francis. Hello. I'm pretty sure I did. Several times, 2 times. There you go. So yeah, so Dustin is doing what he does, being the smartest guy. There's like a situation happening at the I was gonna say gas station, the radio station, with Robin and Steve and what's his name, Mike, and they gotta climb like this big old thing to fix it, but they don't find that out until Steve calls Dustin to ask him for his advice, because that's what Dustin's there for. Dustin is the go-to guy to ask for pretty much anything, because he's one of the smartest kids of the group. This is driving me a little crazy. Hold on. And it's all because of my goddamn chair. So yeah, he calls him up to ask him how to fix the goddamn thing, and he's like, I can't fucking do everything for you, man. Got read the goddamn manual or some bullshit Dustin answer, right? Yeah, I mean, if you know this character, you know what he's probably capable of answering back. And Dustin, that character, not only is he the coolest one, but he's also going through the most biggest situations that a kid shouldn't be going through. And I say that because in episode 1, if you have caught on all Stranger Things, and I'm talking about 1 through 4, and know the show inside and out. Hello, Darlina Lemon. What's going on? And what's it called? This is what was I saying? Oh yeah. So if you caught on of all Stranger Things season 1 through 4, you know Dustin's character, and Dustin's character is basically like a carefree, smartass, and apparently a very gifted singer, right? In episode 1, season 5, we see this side of Dustin that we never saw in all the other past seasons, because of what happened in the past, and of specifically what happened to Eddie. Let me know in the comments down below if you know who I'm talking about, Eddie. Again, this is season 4. We're in season 5. So yes, Eddie passes away in season 4, last episode of season 4, and that completely fucked up Dustin so much. Not just the death itself, but the fact that everybody has gone against Eddie. Again, going back to season 4, there's stuff that connects, right? Eddie was known to be like this satanic murderer. At least that's what everybody believed. But the guys, all the kids in the gang with Dustin, all of them knew exactly who he was, how he was. It was a complete and total opposite of that. And so all of that and the death of Eddie just completely fucked Dustin up so bad. And you see that in episode 1 in season 5. Dustin just gone completely rogue. His character's gone completely rogue. And the same people who started claiming Eddie as a Satanist murderer are still around, and they fuck with Dustin in the first episode. In fact, in like the first couple of minutes of the first episode. And that is just part of Dustin's new personality. This like I just don't give a fuck of what you think, of what people think mentality now, which is kind of what he had in the beginning, just not as rogue. As I said, it's a lot more rougher. It's a little more rough around the edges type of Dustin. But it's interesting to see them take this very go happy go lucky kid and smart kid for that, and just turning him into something that's just like completely not who he is. But I have pretty high hopes for Dustin, because he's like, I know with all that shit, and this is coming from somebody who's gone through shit, I know he's gonna pull through all this and just become a character that's just like everyone's gonna be, going to. He's gonna being a leader of this entire situation of what's happening to Hawkins, and that's just covering on Dustin. And as far as everyone else, we got Hopper, we got Joyce, and we get what is his name? The guy with the beard. I believe it was Henry. I think it was Henry. No, it's not. Murray. We got Murray. Murray, the guy, the weird guy who speaks German. He's somehow gone into truck driving. And hello there, Pro 9 millimeters. What's going on, man? Thank you for joining. Let me know if you're a Stranger Things fan. And so yeah, Murray's gone into a truck driving business, and also doing smuggling a couple of stuff for the kids that they need. And so he comes back with some stuff that he smuggled for the kids that they asked for, and because he's crossing over stuff here and there, and I don't know if he's doing this out of the quarantine zone or just in the quarantine zone, but he does find out that the government, who is quarantining within the quarantine zone, are doing what they call a burning, and they specify and explain in the show that when they do these burnings, they burn down one of the gigantic portals to the Upside Down. I believe it's going to be the one that was in the the place from season 1 all the way to 4. I believe it was like some like big hospital or something, some shit like that. I'm pretty sure that's the main portal, and that's the portal that they burned down to open up to take in equipment, I should say. And I don't want to go too deep into it, or that's what she said. But yeah, what essentially what they do, I can actually say what it is, because you find out anyways in the same episode. What the government does is that they burn the portal, and they drive in with equipment, and to find out that they have a actual another place for them to fuck around with the Upside Down with, but they're doing it within the Upside Down, bro. They're doing it within the Upside Down. So they got another headquarters. That's the word I was trying to look for. They have another headquarters in the Upside fucking Down. You find that out in the same episode. So I'm not getting ahead of myself. You find that shit out in the same episode. And so Mary finds out that the government has this plan to do a burning. Like I said, they burnt down the portal to go in there and bring in some more weaponry and equipment and whatnot. So they find that out, and all the kids, Hopper and oh my god, Joyce and all the gang huddle up. And the way that this is done, and this is another thing, like most of the first episode is all like in codes. And how I mentioned earlier, Robin and Steve running a big old radio station, again using the same government's radio signals to get it through, but just kind of disguising it as a radio station. I mean, it's a radio station, but the main thing is to be able to broadcast signals and signs for the rest of the gang to to write down, which they do. So they find out the burning's happening, and she announces it on the radio, but all in code. And like I said, it's the coolest fucking thing. It's I thought it was brilliant. I thought that part was so fucking brilliant that they had to literally hide absolutely everything that they do and say, but they do it all in just out in the open, literally in the government's signals. The government is listening to all of this happen, and they have no fucking idea. And I thought that was just fucking sick, and I love that so much. Cheers to season 1, guys. Let me know if you guys are have watched it, or if you're drinking along with me, man. Big loving Stranger Things 5, especially the episode 1. It's kind of really reels you in. And so they find out that they're gonna do the burning, and they are on it. Again, it's all done in code, the way they do it. And that leads us to 11. The way she's being shown in the first episode, she's going through this fucking hyper training that she puts herself in, and Hopper kind of sort of just gonna helps her out. Totally dropped that. And just timing her. She's so obsessed with these times of just kind of being able to pull off what they call the crawling. That's what they call it. They call it the crawling. Whenever they have to go in to find Vecna, that's the plan for when they do these crawls. I'm only on season 2 of Stranger Things. Oof! And if you're not into spoilers, my friend, you probably want to maybe, I don't want to say jump out of here, but just maybe get some theories. But like I mentioned earlier, I mentioned this twice already. Just so you know, if you want to stick around just to get some ideas and theories, you can go on right ahead, my friend. But yeah, so they call it the crawlings. And 11's, like I said, she's putting herself through these like hyper trainings. She's like, but let me tell you that she has mastered. This is also driving me crazy. And this one's a bit more sensitive because that's why. That is why. Ugh, I hate my chair. I apologize, guys. Give me a second. I hate my chair. I hate it. Now I gotta connect and see if we can get back on. Give me a second, guys. Can we get back on? Hello? Hello? How did I do that? Give me a sec here. Let's see. And we're back on. I am so sorry about that. Anyways, this is driving me crazy. I hate this damn chair. Anyways, so yeah, so Hop helping 11 hyper train her, but like I was saying, she has got her powers down. She has got them so down, so insanely down, like she doesn't even really have to try. You don't even see a lot of the nosebleed happening on her. You don't see that till way later on in the next couple of episodes, which we're not going to cover here today because we're only talking about season 1. So I'm gonna fast forward here a little bit. So they go into their whole crawling recovery mission, or recon, I should say, recon mission. They're on their crawling recon mission, and they do the thing. They manage to get in. they manage to get Hop in because Hop decides that he's able to do this all by himself, which he seamlessly does, but thanks to the help of everybody else. Everybody's basically a watch from both, well, mainly from our reality. From our reality, they all keep an eye on all the soldiers of the army, whoever the fuck it is, making sure all the close is clear for Hops to hop into the vehicle that's going into the giant portal to the Upside Down. They managed to get Hopper in the vehicle, successfully go into the other side, into the Upside Down, and everything's running smoothly until, wouldn't you know it, it does not. Something goes wrong. Vehicles just kind of like into like a huge fault, and I'm talking like it just like it feels like something hits the vehicle, and lo and behold, we've got the first Demigorgon appearance. And when this first Demigorgon appears, and if you recall to the past couple of seasons in Stranger Things, you know that Will was sucked in since the very beginning, and since then he's had like this weird connection to the Upside Down, to the what does he call it, to Vecna, and to freaking the Hive, as they call it. So he's had this connection to the Hive since the very beginning. So the first Demigorgon appearance that we see in the first episode, we see Will go through that Hive trance, as I'm calling it right now, and he sees all of this happening in real time through the, I don't even want to say eyes of the Demigorgon, because they don't even have eyes. So I'm going to say that he looks at through their, he uses the Force. Okay, he uses the goddamn Force. That's what this fucking is. It's the goddamn Force. Okay, it's so yeah, he sees it through the Demigorgon's Force approaching set vehicle that Hopper and all the soldiers are in, gets attacked. Hopper happens to make it out, and he notices, well, Will sees, not notices, he sees that a separate Demigorgon runs a completely opposite direction and heads towards what he sees in his eyes is the house of Nancy and Mike's house. Nancy and Mike's house. And Nancy has pretty much become like this badass since season 4. And that's all fine and dandy, but I don't know, she doesn't strike me as super like aggressively like protector, right? But that's what she is now, which is again is badass. So she takes charge, and she makes sure everyone's, you call them, make sure they're home again, tell them to get the fuck out, and you keep tracking of Hopper, blah blah blah, this and that. Eventually also Mike finds out, and he gets a hold of I don't know who he spoke to, but he's on his bike holding his tiny ass to his house and try to beat the Demigorgon. But we see, and this is how this episode ends, by the way, but we'll get a little bit more into little things here and there. The Demigorgon does make it to the house before Nancy and Mike get there, and the last thing you see in this episode is a portal to the Upside Down open in Holly's, which is the little sister of Mike and Nancy. You see in her room and her roof, that thing just opened, and that is how the first episode ends. I did skip a couple of things, but again, we can jump right back into that. So other than the Demigorgon now at the house, trying to get to Mike and Nancy's family, really, because they're all the dad, the mom, and the little sister. And before that, there was oh my god, what's his name? Steve and I'm so bad at names. I'm sorry, guys. Steve and Max. I'm sorry, not Max. Steve and Will. I believe it was. No. Robin? No, oh my god. Steve and freaking Jonathan. Yeah, it's Jonathan. Steve and Jonathan having their situation in the car, trying to keep track of Hopper in the Upside Down. So what happens is that Dustin and Will make this invention to be able to keep track of what is happening in the Upside Down using what kind of machine was it called? It keeps it in frequencies. So in this case, Hopper's in the Upside Down. He started off in point A, and they start off point in that same setting, in that same place as Hopper is. And Hopper, them knowing that Hopper's going to be at this point B, so they just got to basically just follow him and keep track of him via frequency on the Upside Down on the other side, which is a kind of interesting thing to be doing, but at the same time not very surprising, because we've seen that in the past Stranger Things episodes in the past seasons. But in those episodes and those seasons, they were using light, which is essentially the same thing, because frequency, energy into electricity, and so on and so forth. But the fact that they were using it in this way, in this manner, was very interesting. It's a bit a pain in the ass, because they literally have to be pretty much literally on top of whoever is on the Upside Down to kind of sort of keep track of them. And they also are able to do this to the anything else that's not them as well. So a little bit of a spoiler. I don't think this happens in the... Actually, no, it doesn't happen in the first episode. It does happen in the second episode. So I will say the one little tiny spoiler for episode 2. They do this exact same thing with the frequencies to a Demogorgon. And it's intense. It's intense, and it's very fast paced, because the Demogorgons are really, really fast. And it's very, very interesting. What else? Another thing about episode 2 is I mean, the whole thing with Eleven and Mike, they're still a thing. They still care for each other. They plainly show that. They're on top of this radio station that they all meet and they hang out with and stuff, and they all connect with each other. They're on top of the roof, talking about possible happy ending for them once all is said and done, after they get rid of Vecna and whatnot. So that little love interest is still there. There's also there's no mention of Max, not in episode 1, but if you saw season 4 in the last episode, you're familiar as where Max is. She's completely just a vegetable. She's in a coma. And as far as who else? And I mean, that's pretty much it. Hop's in the Upside Down. Everyone else is just in complete and utterly just hopeless. And at this point, well, not so much hopeless right now, but just completely fucking scared for the family of what is their last name? Of the Wheeler family, because that's the Demogorgon's next target. And like they mentioned many times in the past episodes and past seasons, or season 5, where Vecna was pretty much introduced, that Vecna does things for a reason. And right now, the only connection that they do have to Vecna is Will. And Will right now is just still trying to figure things out. And he's just, completely and utterly under the control of Vecna, of the Hive. And he just is not 100% not sure what it is, what to do to be able to be useful to the group. But that's where this episode is standing. Cheers. My God, that is so delicious. And it kind of goes with the whole holiday thing. I'm not going to say much, but I will just say it's a porter. It's not a stout. Stout and a porter are different, but it's a porter. It's delicious. But I think that is all for season 5, episode 1. I pretty much covered all the main things of this episode. I do want to keep bringing this up in the lives. Maybe put up episode 2 for next week. So you got so much time. The thing came out, when was it? Last week, I believe it was. I think it was last week. I could be wrong. I lost track of time. I'm always losing track of time. But this gives you guys enough time to check out all of the episodes, or at least episode 1 and 2, because I do want to cover episode 2 of season 5 next week. And I think that's pretty much it for this, guys. Like I said, I basically covered all the essential parts of episode 1. And like I said, it's super reeling. That ending, man, you just think the worst. You think the worst. But if you know Stranger Things, they're not done yet, bro. They ain't done yet. But that is it for this. Let's change up the mood a bit. I wonder if it's the music that kind of like freaks people out. I think. I'm not sure. Let's yeah. Switching the mood. Switching the mood because it's that time, man. It's that time. So, I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in tonight. I like Stranger Things. It's a really good show. Other people might have different opinions, but that's why we do these things, man. We hang out, have a drink, have a chill time. Speaking of drink, excuse me, cheers to you. In fact, cheers, and cheers to you all. But again, this is why we do this. Hanging out, talking about, cool stuff. In this case, Stranger Things. And once again, congrats to the I got the wrong camera. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Congrats to the giveaway winner of the My Pop giveaway. In fact, let's give one last shout out to the sponsors of the giveaway here. Shout out to My Pop for the free popcorn giveaway. And I just totally forgot to get rid of this. I've had it the entire time. Jesus, guys, let me know. But yeah, shout out to the My Pop giveaway, the sponsor of the gourmet popcorn giveaway. And again, congratulations to Cassandra. I will share this and let you know. 24 hours to get a hold of me so you can get your prizes. So that is it for that, guys. This was fun. Talking Stranger Things, nerding out on spooky stuff, even though it's not spooky season. But I mean, if you've been here for a while, you know that I'm into the spooky. And I mean, they use Christmas lights in season 1. That has to count for something. All right, that's got to count for something. But well, excuse me. That's it for that, guys. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank everyone who stuck around, and I will catch you guys in the next one. And shout out to all the people who are watching in the vlog channel. Thank you all. You guys are awesome. And that's it for that, guys. I will catch you in the next one. And remember, if you keep watching, I'm gonna keep drinking. For those of you in the vlog, that's my ending catchphrase for my Booze and Chill channel. Subscribe to Day to Day Raid, the vlog channel, and or Booze and Chill channel. Either or, support, man. We have fun here. Catch you guys in the next one. This is great. Peace.